Welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, The Last Son. So, this stars Sam Worthington, Machine Gun Kelly. I don't think I've ever seen him in anything besides his own videos. Thomas Jane. I always do that. Thomas Jane. And Heather Graham is another name I recognize. And it's about this outlaw who attempts to end his entire evil family line. So that's his last son. He's got to go after his last son. I don't know why. I'm sure there's some kind of curse or something like that, but that's really all it says on IMDb right now. It's an hour and 38 minutes long. It's 4.8 on IMDb at this moment, and only 676 people have rated it so far. So, I don't know. Some decent actors. I'll get into it, see what it's about, give you a better idea, let you know what I think. Stick around. Hey everybody, we want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching The Last Son. We're at the 52-minute, 53-second mark, so a little over halfway through. I thought it was a good time to check in and let you know that I was wrong. I have seen Machine Gun Kelly in another movie. My wife stopped down to talk to me, and I was telling her I'm watching this because of him. I've never seen him act before. She's like, yes you did. You saw him in The Dirt, the Motley Crue movie. And I was like, oh, he played Vince Neil. I don't remember, but when she said he was in the movie, I assume that's who he played. I think, remember liking him in that. I'll have to check my own review. If you haven't seen it, maybe I could do one of those cool things everybody else does and put it right up there. We'll see. I don't know if I'm that smart. But if not, just look for it on my channel. Anyway, so this movie is kind of what we thought it was. Sam Worthington is out looking for kids that he has had throughout his existence because I think he feels that they're going to kill him. Like there's some kind of curse there. We don't know the whole detail, but that's what he's doing. He's out looking for these people. Heather Graham is one of the women he has slept with, who had Machine Gun Kelly as a kid. He was actually born as a twin, and so he's one, but he's like really, you know, a bandit, if you will. You know, he's like robbing and stealing and, you know, that kind of stuff. So, but his mother's Heather Graham, right? But they also have this odd moment where it's like, seems a little odd. But anyway, I won't get into that right there. But you know, it is it's good so far. I think it's like a good kind of western. I'm not. Oh, and then there's another girl. She's kind of coming into the scene. She's one of the daughters. You know, not know too much about her. She's kind of going out on her own now, and that's another little side thing that's going on. So, yeah, and as I'm watching it, especially in the beginning, I wasn't sure how much I liked Sam Worthington as this, you know, outlaw. You know, he's like overgrown hair and mumbles and talks real low, hard to hear, and it's not really interesting to me. I mean, he's the guy going out searching for his kids. And I guess maybe that's the kind of character that they want. Somebody who's really not that interesting. I don't know. But it was just, I don't know, not that good. I think Machine Gun Kelly plays a better outlaw, to be honest with you. Looks odd a little bit when you know what he is and, you know, in real life kind of thing. But I think he plays the character well. You know, just a little bit off of most looks. So, and I always like these westerns. I always think about like what would it have been like to be a cowboy back then. You know, going out, doing what you do, coming back to the, you know, to the saloon and hanging out, and playing cards, all that stuff. You know, leave the bottle, drinking right out, cork out and drinking and stuff. I don't know, but you're dirty all the time. You know, and you got to ride horses. You know, no TV, no Kimmel's Irish Pub. So there are some downfalls. But anyway, that's where we are so far. I do find it interesting. I'm enjoying it. We'll see where it goes from here. I think it's better than the ratings so far. But I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of The Last Son, and I have to say I did enjoy it. Now, it wasn't without its problems, but I thought it was entertaining, and I liked it a lot more than I thought maybe I was, especially in the first couple of minutes. One thing I forgot to mention at the check-in was Thomas Jane. Thomas Jane is not the police, but you know, he's part of you know, I keep thinking police, I can't think, but he's part Cherokee, part American. or something like that. So he often talks as though he's Native American, but he is heading the military or whatever it is, going out to look for these people, for the father who's trying to kill all his kids, and for the Machine Gun Kelly who's trying to do what he does. So he's leading all that. He gets involved. He finds out who everybody is, that kind of stuff. He's tracking them. But so I forgot to mention him. So he plays a pivotal role, but I didn't say that before. But I found it very interesting. I like the concept of the movie. They do break it up into different chapters. And the very first chapter was it the prophecy or the curse or something? I think it was the curse, and or something like that. But they didn't really explain the curse, at least not that I paid attention to. Maybe they said it, I missed it. I don't know. It might have been in the opening monologue. So pay attention to that. If you haven't watched the movie yet, listen to that just in case that's where I missed it from. But again, he thinks that all of his kids are going to come out to kill him, so he goes around and he kills all of his kids, is what he's doing. Machine Gun Kelly being one of them. Going after him. But anyway, I talked all about that. So some of the other issues are the final battle scene. There's some final battle scene faux pas, if you will. Like just different things, like two guys walking down together, straight ahead, maybe a couple feet apart on the same side, and one guy gets grabbed by an assailant, if you will, and gets killed. This other guy doesn't notice anything and just keeps walking. Like things like that. Loud shots, nobody turns to look, like where'd that come from, kind of thing. And so when you watch the final battle scene, look at those types of things, because then I'm thinking, okay, maybe somebody in this isn't real, and it's imaginary, and that's why these people, it's that bad that it's like, how are they not catching on to maybe where he is? So look for that. It's not a big deal. I didn't spoil anything. There's going to be a final battle, but look for that pieces of it when you're watching it. But otherwise, I thought it was interesting, because you watch this entire movie, whereas one character is going back and killing all of his kids and anything that gets in between. This other character is going out robbing and stealing and murdering as well. So they're both villains. So who should you be rooting for in the end of this? And it's very conflicting on who you're rooting for. And Thomas Jane as well, where you root for him. So I think it's pretty neat what they made me feel for it. And see how it all plays out. It slightly gets predictable, I think, for me once I put pieces together, but maybe it won't be for you. But I thought it was good for a 4.8. I definitely give it at least a 6. There are some issues with it. There is some things that I had mentioned, but otherwise, if you like westerns and things like that, I think you might enjoy this one. Maybe not. I don't know. So there you go. That's what I got for you. Hopefully I was helpful. Hopefully I included that little thing at the top so you can see the dirt review. But either way, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and then there'll be a playlist over here. There's all that fancy stuff. And tell all your friends, and continue to come back to Kimmel's Irish Pub.